because it basically soul-rended. And after hearing Rin's word and cry for no bloodshed,
To stop being a dickhead.
the dragon very quickly calms down and realizes why he was there. Looks over to everyone, speaks in his language. The only one able to understand it is Elendar. It is at that moment Elendar finds out this is the aspect of Bahamut. So then, we shall continue our adventure where Elendar found out his name and also just found out he can understand Conic.
Yeah, there isn't much to say from my side because I did say I basically just passed out again. So it would be what the others do after that. I do believe I translated a little before I went night-night.
I'm gonna just try and wake him back up. And then I'm gonna pull a I believe the correct wording for it is an Alex. I'm gonna start slapping his face and to the point where he's so non-responsive that a thunderclap.
I have 1 HP. You slap my face, I die.
I can. Alex, Kai will understand.
Fucking Ryan. So, the aspect of Bahamut, in a deep growl that no one can understand, looks at Bear, growls again in his language, and puts one hand on Elendar.
You're getting cut off while you're speaking.
Sorry, Elendar. What did you guys not hear?
Something like put head on my something.
Okay. He growls in a language we don't understand, and.
Okay, so he growls in his language, looks at Bear. He growls again in his language, to which obviously no one can understand. He places one hand on Elendar's forehead. Elendar, you recover 30 life points.
When we all forget this man's a paladin.
He'll lay on hand on you. Which sounds very naughty.
That's like 1/10 of his fucking healing pool. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Lay on hands again.
Rest are dead.
The aspect of Bahamut, hoping that Elendar sort of wakes up a bit, growls in his undertone again.
Open my eye a little bit, see if the fucker's still there. Or close my eye again.
He's just going to sit there patiently staring at you.
Elendar! Pick up and shake. It's the only logical thing.
Stop that. Stop that.
I'm gonna put him down and just hug.
So just like look a little like mildly annoyed and like confused and shaken up and everything at this part. Is this how you treat someone who's recently deceased?
I know you were dead.
Yes. When I'm dead, I hope that's not how I'm treated. Oh, God.
Puts down.
Right. What's... I'm confused.
It seems like it wants to talk to you.
Yes, no, I understand that. I don't understand why I can understand it.
That's
very confused at the moment.
That is a few questions I can answer for you.
Oh, good. You could answer the question of why on earth did you have to slaughter half of us?
But
Just you,
before I can answer that question, you must ask yourself, how did you get in this situation in the first place? What brought these armies to your doorstep?
You wouldn't happen to know a quiet place.
Why would we go to a quieter place?
You know. Just look at the remaining soldiers. Things that people shouldn't perhaps hear. I don't know.
He looks around to the soldiers. As you look around with him, all the soldiers seem to be frozen in space, just not looking at anyone in particular. They just stop, almost inanimate.
Oh, cool, he's a 17th level wizard as well. That's true.
Get to level
Who
17
are
first.
you? The hell do you want with us?
I have come here to give as such some guidance. Your team members as such have been a little... what's the word that you mortals use? You've been a bit unleashed recently, and it is my
I do not
job.
believe that is the word us mortals use.
It is my job to make sure that you are guided in the right way. I have come here to help you find a path that doesn't lead to death and destruction. This around you right now is one of many possibilities that could happen, can happen, and will happen if you are to continue down this path.
What? Listen, I don't understand what path you're talking about. We woke up today and suddenly we were wanted. And suddenly you arrived from... wherever. Then you killed everyone. Killed me. Now apparently I'm here and apparently I can understand your growling. Very
Now then,
confused.
let's say you never woke up. Today never happened. What would you do differently?
Are we talking purely today, or do I have a couple of weeks? I'm gonna just turn and look at Sherry. In that case, make sure she never touches that thing. That would help.
You can't talk. They're locked in time, you bitch. Shut up.
I know, but well.
Just today, and today only.
If it's just today, I don't know. I'd warn my companions. We'd leave early.
Then I entrust this onto you. When you wake, and you will wake, the draconic language I pass on to you, and I entrust that you will follow in the next instructions that will be given to you.
Wait, but I have questions. Why? Who are you? What are these instructions? What the hell have we gotten ourselves into?
You have upset a very powerful man recently. Sorry, man was not the correct terminology. As he sort of clicks his fingers, the soldiers around you, barring your party, their skin seems to wither away, and it's just robotic organs all around.
Oh, not this nonsense. Is it the warlock or is it this Marius person? Who is it?
'Twas neither. You carry an item with you that connects you to this being. He threatens this land. You must make haste.
Oh, you're talking about the bloody automaton.
Automaton, if that's what you'd like to call it.
Just so I'm correct, I'm not a fan of the whole word game. But Angelus, yes?
Indeed. I have watched him ravage this plains for quite some years. But it is not my place, nor any of my brothers and sisters' place, to step in and help.
Certainly seems like your place to come in and wreak havoc upon this.
And this?
You'll pardon me if I'm not exactly the most irreverent or the most overjoyed to be hearing this. I've just come back from the dead. It's not a pleasant experience. Now you're telling me that me and my companions are now fugitives running from some sort of freak of nature robot.
He flicks his fingers again. Your surroundings start to shift. Everything goes white. You are not, neither nor have you died. You are simply in a dreamscape. I have visited you personally to guide you, to be your guide, to be your mentor. But only for you.
Why is that? What about the others?
B34R is a bit, shall we say, too close to Bartangelus's kind for me to trust him. Or her.
Imagine gods misgendering the mortals.
Exactly.
What would the Geneva Convention say?
I'm sorry, it's just I'm looking at the icon that is clearly a guy barbarian.
It's a robot. They're always robots.
A barbarian.
Rin is following someone that's not quite close to me, so I cannot interfere with that relationship. And Sherry is too carefree and
Chaotic,
troublesome.
unhinged, crazy.
So I entrust the most logical and most reasonable person to guide this party in the right direction. Or do you think I've made the wrong choice?
I'm concerned if I am considered the most logical in any group of people. But with this particular one, perhaps I can disagree. Regardless, that does not answer the question. Who are you? Your powers seem greater than anything I've ever seen before.
You have met me once before, but not directly. I am but a snippet of Bahamut. If you recall, back in Tyrannil, with the Outer Council, there was a long, dragon-like body wrapped around the edge of the room.
I do recall.
My living being is trapped in there. And again, I am but a snippet of an aspect sent to help you. Since you departed, I've been keeping a close eye on you guys.
Are you saying the body of a god is hidden away?
If you want to call it a body, sure. So, can I trust you to lead this party in the right direction?
I don't know. I didn't expect this would be our responsibility, but we would be doing what we wish to do. I cannot speak on behalf of my companions.
You're going to have to convince them one way or another. The way that I have been watching you guys so carefree, so chaotic in such. It will lead to your undoing, it will lead to your deaths. I have seen countless more armies bigger than these converging on this land. You do not want to be part of the chaos that ensues. These automatons, as you want to call them. They are hidden all over the land, there are spies everywhere, hidden within the mortal lives. Several are in this city now, but no one knows it because they're so well hidden. They're so realistic. But there is one way to help get rid of some of these automatons that threaten this land, that threaten your very existence, because their eyes are slowly turning onto you the more you defy Bartangelus. So, if it's not too much to ask for you and your party, I believe there's a certain someone in the city that you require an audience with.
Well, one of my companions does, at least. Are you able to help her with that?
Sorry, 1 second. Yeah. Other than just another crate of Coke.
If I don't betray me, get Beppis.
I can't. Audi doesn't do Beppis.
Fucking dickheads.
Aldi!
Can I grab 2 more of these? The raspberry Viennese fingers. Yeah, cheers. Right, sorry, where were we?
Well, about having an audience with someone.
Oh yeah, that'll do. Sorry, one more time. Corey just walked back in.
Having an audience with someone.
Oh yes.
Didn't you say that whatever was to happen again? Do we not need to leave this city then?
You will need to leave the city, but not like this. Sit quietly when you wake up. Don't try and leave. Demand that Marius to be seen to you, and you will get your audience. Do as he asks, and you will find where you need to be.
Marius fellow sure seems to be very special.
He is but a pawn. He is not worth anything beyond what he is now. But in you, in your 3 companions, there is worth more than this city life, more than being pulled around left, right, and center with no answers, not knowing what it is you carry with you. And I don't mean the artifact that you carry with you. But that is something that can be spoken about at a later date, when you find out what is worth more than the artifact.
You refuse to tell us anything about it.
It's not that I refuse. It's that it doesn't want to be known just yet.
It doesn't want to be known.
Correct.
Are you saying it has its own will?
Like most organisms in this plane, so then, are you ready to wake up, to start the day?
Wait, is there no way for my companions to speak to you? Perhaps they have their own questions, their own motives.
Unfortunately, that cannot happen. I have, so to speak, bonded with you now. You are the only person who I can commune with.
I just frown, kind of sit there for a second.
BFFs!
Yay. Been murdered by my BFF. Great. In my dream, apparently. And what exactly proves to me that this isn't just some sort of a screwed up dream that I'm going to wake up from tomorrow?
You will have to just trust your gut. Trust that this dream didn't happen by chance, that this dream had a purpose, that this dream was intended.
You're asking a lot if you know anything about me. Last time I wholeheartedly trusted someone ended with me in a ditch, surrounded by rather ravenous fauna. Never mind. I may ask one last question. Who or what are you?
That will be answered the next time we meet. He flicks his fingers. The white slowly dims into a grey, into a black. You can no longer see the aspect of Bartangulus.
Bahamut, you mean?
Yes.
Yes, Bahamut, yes.
Is this a Freudian slip?
You
The Freudian slip?
So I just want to put you more on edge after saying, how can you trust him?
Nice.
As the light comes back, you open your eyes and you are in wherever you went to sleep last.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand up and probably bonk my fucking head on the ceiling. Fuck.
Can I hear and then I'll wake up and hit his head.
By all means, if you...
Am I able to hear him?
you hear
I
him,
mean, you theoretically are always awake, right?
Where the hell are you?
So you...
Yeah, but it could be like a small duh, as if he's like
okay.
rolling. In
Listen, don't worry, I'm yelling your name after that anyway, so you hear me. I'm gonna kind of kick open the door. Fucking stupid dragon dream. I hate it so much. Bah! Are you awake?
Yes. What? I don't know.
I'm gonna start to say something. I'm gonna pause. If someone were to be close to dying, how would you treat them?
Depends who.
Me.
I don't know. Haven't seen it happen.
Hypothetically speaking.
I guess I'd be sad.
No, I mean physically. Like, would you hypothetically slap the living daylights out of them?
Maybe to wake you up.
It's gonna start swearing in Draconic.
Oh, I've never heard you use that one before.
Yes, no, don't worry, neither have I. Get the others awake, we need to talk.
Okay. I'm gonna walk into Rin's room. Rin,
Yeah.
Anandar wants us all awake.
What time is it?
I don't know. I don't feel like...
Is there sun outside?
Is there sun outside?
Probably not.
Can't move
The
my
sun
counter.
is rising.
The sun is rising.
Yeah. I'll slowly get up.
Okay, I have to go get the other. I'm gonna look at Sherry. Sherry!
What's up? I'm already awake, you know.
She doesn't sleep, she meditates.
Yeah,
You
I-
meditate.
So that's still pretty much sleep.
Oh.
that's still...
You
You,
go-
are,
into-
you are... Yeah.
You're in a trance when
Okay,
you meditate.
Okay.
Sherry, wake up. Anandar wants us.
Are you awake?
I'm gonna go and touch the monk boy because it's not like he can fucking hear us with all that stuff happening in his head. Yeah, I'm just gonna poke him.
So,
Wake up.
weird question, out of character. Did we all have the same dream, or was it just Elendar?
Just Elendar.
Okay, that's alright.
Krydal looks at you, cocks his head a little bit and smiles. He stands up.
Did you have to wake us so early? Not everybody can not sleep for 8 hours or rest.
Yes, I apologize, being quite rude, but I have things to say.
I'm gonna go wake up Squee.
No, leave her alone. No reason to wake her up. Listen, all of you, I might be going crazy, right? In which case, fucking tie me up and toss me in the river, I guess. If it doesn't, none of this comes true. I've had a bit of a strange, almost prophetic dream, I guess you could say.
Ooh. By who?
I'm just gonna look at Rin, like, because you're the only one I know that's somewhat religious. I don't know, it's new for me. I've never had anything of this sort, apart from the creepy triple face, whatever the hell that was. I saw us live through this morning. Right,
Okay.
we woke up, and then Cradle, do you have a sister by the name of Lee?
His eyes sort of sharpen in very much of a surprise. You seem to have his full undivided attention at this moment in time.
Great. Well, I don't know how your relationship is, but she came to pick you up in my dreams, so I start getting ready to meet her.
Alright, I'll just go pack my bags then.
Well, I said meet, I never said leave. That's up to her.
Seems like you had a vision.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it.
Was it a good one or an ominous one?
A couple hours from now, we'll have people come, apparently, to arrest us in our own house. Stop us, arrest us, I'm not sure, but we're not going to be allowed to leave.
Oh, so Marius' people are coming.
I believe so, as far as I understand. In my dream, we attempted to escape. You stayed behind. I don't know what happened to you. The rest of us almost got away before this giant dragon landed. started tearing people apart. And apparently a whole bunch of the guards in this city are automatons.
Automatons? Just like her? And I pointed Bear.
Yes, just like her. If you remember, those mercenaries that we stopped, one that you killed, also a robot. I don't know. Listen, I don't know how much of what I'm living through is true and what isn't, right? All I know is that I was told that we should stay put here, and that we should demand to speak to Marius.
I did not have a lot of revelations with my goddess, but...
And I see how shocked I am that I don't even have a god or a goddess that I follow.
Well, it
Some
seems
sort of a
like...
dragon creature.
It seems like somebody chose you. Why, I cannot tell.
Enough to know why as well myself. You're the one that's religious in here.
Well, from my experience with godhood, they work in very, 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 and I sigh out, very mysterious ways. Sometimes to a point of annoyance. However, omens like this should not be taken lightly. If what you are telling is true, we might get in the same situation. So if that voice in your head told you to wait, and in your dream I stayed, I don't know, maybe it's a sign. Maybe we should listen.
At this moment, you hear a very soft voice calling out, "Well, got most of that right. I have come for my brother, and there are a few soldiers gathering outside the city." As a certain monk appears in the corner of the room.
I'm gonna look and squint my eyes. Really have to go through this whole nonsense again then, don't we?
Is it coming true?
It seems like it. I don't know, there's nonsense, there's some stuff about a warlock and Marius and everything is so confusing. I don't know how we've ended up in the middle of this. Sherry, I swear to God, the next time you touch an object without permission, I will cut your fucking hands off.
I didn't do anything this time. Why are you blaming me for? That was weeks ago.
I'm gonna get up and go to a wall and just start smacking at it, grumbling and draconic before I calm down.
Just a quick pause. Sherry, it wasn't weeks ago, it was literally 4 or 5 days ago.
It's weeks ago in real life. It's a difference.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Close enough.
I'll stand up and go to Elendar and put a hand on his shoulder, casting calm emotions.
Is there a DC save that needs to be done, or is it?
Yes.
Unless he's really
charisma save of 16.
But that's if he doesn't want it to affect him instantaneously, right?
Yes.
Have I seen you cast calm emotions before?
No, I haven't cast it before. And then behind.
In that case, I would. Yeah, in that case, I would I think by thing just try and save against it. Give me a moment.
By thing, I would save against it.
I mean, he can roll it.
Yeah.
16 is
I
the
just have to
DC.
check my. Yeah, I just have to check my charisma mod.
Motherfucker.
That is a 5.
So yeah, I guess explain how this magic looks and how you are casting it.
You suddenly feel a bit of warm at the place that I touch you, as a calming wind, even if it's inside. Just a small breeze, enough for you to feel it, but not enough to cause any inconveniences. Just brushes on your face, and only you can see like a, well, everybody can see a pink aura, and you see like some cherry leaves just flowing down in front of your eyes. As I say, maybe this will help you think clearer.
Just gonna turn around. What was this?
Just a way to calm you down a bit.
Well, I appreciate it. It's better than me losing my mind. God. Right. Thank you. I'm gonna go and take a seat again. I'm gonna turn around to the monk. Well, you there, Lay, however one says your name.
It would be Lee.
Right. What do you wish to do then? You know
Well,
our situation.
in your situation, if I was you guys, is what you're asking?
Well, no. Are you still taking your brother and leaving?
I never had intentions to take my brother. I was just here to visit. I haven't seen him in a few years, and I see he's found a nice party to hang out with. And
Gonna frown. It was different when you came by the first time.
Well, that's a good thing then.
Not a bad thing. Now, I don't know if what I was told to do was accurate.
Sometimes you have to put trust. Even if it's hard.
You ask things of me when you don't know who I am.
I don't.
Trust is not easily given.
It is earned. I understand.
My trust was earned once before. It was still a mistake to give it. Regardless, I don't think this is the same situation. I've told you of our situation, Lee. Guards will probably come our way. Your brother might be implicated.
And Sherry's going off to look at the wall.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
She's just nervously wondering.
Yeah.
Why wall taste like blue?
Well, whatever happened to my brother is his choice and his choice alone. I cannot force him to do what he does not want to do, just as much as we can't force you to do what you must not do. So, I will say goodbye to my brother here. It was lovely seeing him. But I do have some other business to do in the city. I hope that you will find what you're looking for.
That was rather a quick visit. But I guess you confirmed he's alive.
Yes, I'm glad that he's alive, and I'm glad that he has people that seems to care for him as much as he cares for them. Even though you fucks keep forgetting about him every other session.
Hey, a very silent NPC.
Who are you on about? I just keep sitting in the corner of my house.
Sorry, who this?
Who this?
New phone, who dis?
Well, we wait then.
Yeah, Lee sort of disappears out of the door and away into the sunrise. I was about to say sunset then.
Sunset, sunrise.
Are we going to fast forward about an hour?
Yeah. Unless anybody wants to do anything else.
I do not believe we do.
Okay, so about an hour passes. You hear 3 very heavy knocks at the door.
Bear, I think you should open up.
Okay.
I'll go
I'm
with you.
just gonna open the door.
I'm like just hiding behind her, taking cover.
Hello, how may I help you?
In front. Oh,
Who
he's
the
fucking.
Fucking
Ah!
holy shit! Holy shit! No one knew it was a big knock. Ah.
You see me hide behind her completely. The fuck?
In front of you stand
What
two
the
very
flies?
heavily armored guards. Yeah, he's cast Simulcrum.
Oh no.
Simulacrum.
Dude did that very
Nah,
quickly. It
Simulcum.
Simulcrum, shit.
Simultaneous cum.
Takes a
Oh
while
no,
to go.
no.
Okay, so in front of you stand two very heavily armored beings. They sort of look at you, look at each other, and look back at you guys. You, all of you, you're under arrest. You will come with us now.
What for?
That is for you to find out when we get to where we need to go.
I turn to Alander.
I'm just gonna shrug, like, told you.
All right.
So is everyone willing?
Okay.
Sure.
What's going to happen to everything in our house? Do we need to put everything away?
We haven't got time for an episode of how to clean your house.
That's what I mean. Do we leave our weapons behind, or could we prance around the city with it?
I don't have any weapons.
If you're willing to lay down your arms, then by all means, leave them here.
I'm taking mine.
I don't know, I feel a bit more comfortable with my own on me.
If you promise to come quietly and calmly and not attack.
I have a bow. Pretty sure the second I decide to pull out the little pea shooter, I'm going to be riddled with spears anyway. I'm just going to get up and walk over.
Then let's go then.
Well, I just
want Cridle.
I just told the Cridle. Well, they probably meant you to.
The guard sort of peers his head round the corner. Who's that?
I look at
A visitor. He has no business with what, well, your employer has. Leave him out of it.
Very well. You four, with us. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that is the
Shit, we're
wrong
traveling
map.
far.
That was the wrong one.
Yeah,
There we go.
They take us
You
the middle of the
teleport
ocean.
across the entire continent.
for 20 days and 20 nights. You travel without.
So, they lead you north, past the commons, over the bridge to Castle Harrogath. But they don't lead you up any stairs towards Castle Harrogath. Instead, they go round the back of Castle Harrogath. There lies another two guards. They give a little nod to each other, and a staircase down underneath the Castle Harrogath appear. As you go down, the air, the atmosphere, surroundings just seem darker, more ferocious, almost.
The music might need to change for that.
Probably. I don't know anything that would be appropriate.
You're looking for more Gaul kind of stuff? I can probably find something.
Sure, we'll play the Lightyear official trailer for this. The further you go down the staircase, the darker it gets. You realize that it's not just a shallow staircase. You've been going down for minutes. When you finally hit the bottom, it's just rows and rows and rows of cloaked figures.
Oh no. I don't like this place.
But you never ever been to a masquerade party?
No? Is it alright?
More fun than here.
Oh yes, a sense of humor. You're going to need it down here. A voice whispers from around.
Ah, well, it's the only thing keeping me going, my friend.
I like your witty, quick thinking. Please approach further. Let me see you.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I prefer women. Well, I could be persuaded. Never tried it the other way.
I bet you have. Just
Insight check!
You're welcome to insight.
I'll vibe you IRL.
You're welcome to vibe.
27!
Alandar has definitely tried it the other way.
I just smile.
1 second, I got a roll for this as well.
And I'll roll a deception, but
Fucking BS. He would 100% do it the other way.
what's my deception at?
Oh, ouch.
Oh my god.
Everybody else in the room knows he's bullshitting.
I like with the way I've rolled it, with the way I've just not really given a shit. Yeah, it's more of an open secret. Like,
Yeah. Can't even be fucking passive insight.
All the cloaked figures just sort of like glance over for a second and then back to where they was looking originally. You hear a row of laughing very briefly.
hey, I'm just saying, I don't come cheap.
No matter if you would like to approach, I believe some of you have been wanting to meet me for a while.
As you say, it's me.
Indeedy.
I look directly at the person. Are you
Who
Marius?
dis?
Indeed, my child.
I approach.
Who dis?
Murderous intent.
Squeezing my cords of stuff with both my hand, like, and they're like, I've been looking for you for a while. I tortured your men. You promised to meet me, and finally
Yes,
we meet.
I heard about you torturing my men. That was a
healed them
very
after.
bold move. I like your style. Very aggressive, straight to the point. But you're also very preserved in your ways.
Can we start with the section innuendos?
You're literally a robot. Shut the fuck up.
That's why the voice was. That's why I said it not in character.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
I will deal with the order of business like this. Rin, my child, what is it that you would like from me?
You and Marius are related?
No.
That's what he said.
Yeah. It is what they say.
Insight.
Go for it.
That's a joke.
Yeah, I know. been looking for you because you know the whereabouts of Dominic Brunsmeyer. I was told you were related.
We are indeed related, and I indeed know the location of my brother.
Sniffs in, I swear it wasn't us.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Marius does, however, sort of glance over towards Bear
I
for a
didn't do
brief
anything.
moment. Unfortunately, he did succumb to a odd death. There is a house where he resides in this city, but information is what you're looking for. Information you shall not get from him, as he is currently dismembered as such.
Dismembered? What do you mean, dismembered?
Well, a group of adventurers came in about a day ago and put body parts together on a table. An arm, a leg, a torso, a head.
Is the head intact?
The head is intact. The weird creature that carried the head was carrying two heads for some reason, but kept it well preserved.
Two heads?
Yes, the other one is of some very feisty, fiery-looking mage. It's interesting. It's
Two heads are better than one.
If you
that's what I said about my dick.
if you let me speak to the head of Dominic, I'll extract the other information from the mage if you so need about who he is.
Ideally, without Bear anywhere nearby.
What are you on about? I ain't done nothing wrong.
I
That
have
does
from
lead
murder.
me to the next part of my reasonings for you being here. As he looks over at Bear,
No. I'm not looking at him. I refuse.
I am led to believe that that thing there was the cause of my brother's death.
as I turn to Bear. Is that true?
Who's your brother?
Don't play dumb with me.
Oh, I don't know him.
Do you not recall a rather well-equipped looking bandit under the name of Dominic Brunschmier?
No, I don't tend to know the names of people who are bandits.
Well, if the information is correct or false, I have one last thing to ask of you.
I wanna insight Bear's answer.
You can incite it as much as you want.
28.
I'm telling the truth. I don't collect the names of bandits.
Yeah, you 100% do his name, homie.
Yeah, he said he's a bandit. I don't collect the names of bandits.
You know the name Dominic Brinsmeyer. I don't think we can semantics our way through this.
No. That's what he's inciting.
No, I'm inciting if you recognize the name.
You didn't say that.
Again, I don't think there's any reason for semantics.
I mean, if you're gonna incite it, incite what you said you were gonna incite. Don't change it because you didn't get the answer you want.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
The smallest bottle of
fuck's sake, Corey. Cheers. Well, either way, Rin, you will be allowed time with Dominic's head. He might give you more truth than I can possibly give you. But
I'm looking to find out what happened to my parents. Maybe you knew them.
Fuck.
what is your parents' names, darling?
Timon and Pumbaa.
Hmm? Yes, Timon and Pumbaa.
Ah, yes, I believe I know them.
Oh, they were stars in that movie.
Hakuna Matata, am I right? Well, what is it that your last memories of your parents were? What were they doing the last time that you heard?
They were sent in this town, according to my mentor, to cleanse whatever plagues this land. I do not know more about the mission. That is what I'm trying to find out. This is the first and last known whereabouts, and we haven't heard from them since.
Quickly out of character, how long ago would you say this was that they went disappeared?
About 20 years.
Okay. Indeed, there was a plague that plagued this land. I was but a wee boy back then. It was a horrible plague. I do recall two very courageous beings helping my family, my town, my village, my life. As Marius leans forward, he unhooks his robe and pulls down his hood and mask. What you see before you is a very warped face. Human in nature, but purple, corruptive cracks through his skin. His left cheek has some form of scaling to it, like a fish. But it's black and dark purple and glows. If they were your parents that day, they saved my life. But unfortunately, I cannot tell you where they went after. I just know that the corruption led further north. I think that's possibly where they went. I'm sorry I could not help you any further. But if you do get reunited with them, I am forever in their debt for saving my life back then. And I shall assist you as much as I can, as it's the least that I could do for them.
You see my head just drops down, sad and disappointed from not having a better answer. Going quiet, turning around and going back to the group, just standing next to them.
Put my hand on Rin's shoulder to cheer her up.
I lean my head on her hand. My head on her head.
Just very softly, Marius sort of just, I believe Bleak Point was the next port of call. You can try there, but I cannot say whether you will find them there or not. I'm sorry.
Well, the journey continues. I would still like to speak to your brother remains. I'm sorry that he is in that condition.
You'll be granted access to that. But if it's okay, there's one thing that I'd like to ask of you before you do that to my brother.
Okay.
And this heavily involves the robot over there. I will grant forgiveness for what you may or may not have done to my brother. I'm a very forgiving and accepting man. Between here and Bleak Point, I've had a little bit of trouble for the past couple of days with a construct that has risen and has been infiltrating Bleak Point and Harrogate for quite some time with spies. If there is any chance that you can help rid this construct for me, maybe I can find some more answers for you. What say thee?
Is he still looking at me?
He's sort of looking around the room and he puts his mask and cloak back on.
Sure, we might as well help. If we need to go that way anyway.
I don't have any objections.
Me neither.
Also, it'll help with the other thing.
Oh, however, there's one point. We were told before that we were to be rewarded in some way. Titles or something. For our last piece of service. Getting
Indeed.
rid of the strange creature.
I will grant everyone but B3 for the moment. Thane of the town.
Oh.
But
Do you know what that is?
until Bear can prove herself again, she is not worthy of the title until she gets my forgiveness for what she may or may not have done, my brother. Once your name is cleared or forgiven. But that won't suffice. Have this as a reward for what you've done for me for the past week. And he throws down 3 heavy bags that rattle as they hit the table.
I'm assuming he's giving them to me for instead of giving me the title, so I'm going to walk over and pick them up and look inside one of them.
Inside one of them, you find 150 gold pieces.
Oh, they're bags as in like gold pouches. Not
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Not like large bags. Okay. I'm going going to hand each of the bags to the other three.
As I'm taking it, I'll speak to Marius. Did you manage to extract information from those captives?
Yes. Kind of. The one that was heavily injured, borderline deceased, unfortunately didn't survive. The others seem to have some form of reaction on their outer layer, dissolving any matter into dust, almost like a self-destruct. But we can safely assume that whoever sent them may or may not have been this construct that we are looking for.
I don't think people like me are supposed to do that.
Do you have a name for this construct that you're looking for?
Unfortunately, we don't. Any of my men who tried to get close withered away.
Withered away.
I tried to go and see for myself what the problem was. But there seemed to have been some form of force field that almost destroys flesh on contact.
Huh.
Oh, I see why I need to go.
But we won't be able to help Bear then.
This is where the kind of part of the information was extracted. The last one to wilt away did say, or malfunction, that there was a kill switch. But that's all we could find out. Maybe if Bear can find some way of destroying the barrier.
Big metal robot is about to roll a bunch of stealth checks. This is gonna go really badly.
And this this construct, is it like Bear, or is it a living thing, or is it just this thing that makes this force field?
It's hard to tell, but from my knowledge of this land, from my knowledge of growing up and hearing things, it's very similar to the constructs that roamed the planet 500 years ago.
It's not Panharmonicon then, that's fine.
This is dinosaurs at this point.
Panharmonicon's a living replicator.
If the stories are true, Bartangelus is rising again and is going to need every living being in this continent taken down.
To make it very clear, I don't want to side with you. Just so we're clear on that. You did ask me though.
Don't want to what, sorry?
I said I don't want to side with him. You did ask
Okay.
me though.
Whether you side of him or not will be your decision, your fate. But what happens to you after you make your choice, that is what will separate us from them, or you from them.
You're saying this construct is similar to whatever was roaming the land 500 years ago. Is there any information or a place we can get information about it?
To the library.
There is.
Now we got those titles. And can we use them to gain access to those?
You can try the temple in the city. They might have a few old books.
About the temple, why are there faceless people there?
Those people are some of my old village that your parents helped. They mean well, but some of them weren't as lucky as me and have lost more than just their facial features. They've lost what looks like a part of their soul. It is not their intention to scare you or drive you out. They're just unsure of how to deal with normal humanoids now.
Is there anybody in the temple we could speak to that you know of? Or do we just get in and ask for the books?
So, if we are done here, I would like to get back to work.
You didn't hear me, right? Oh, shit. You didn't hear me, right? I was muted. I was about to ask, is there anybody in the temple that we could speak of that could answer us about those books? Last time we went there, they creeped me out. They started screaming.
Unfortunately, that's them trying to communicate.
Is there anybody who can understand them?
Unfortunately, there is not. If you ask a question that relies on yes and no's, they will nod and they will shake. Any directions, they will point. Anything more complicated than that. When they try and answer, it's just wailing, haunting screams. Like I said, they lost more than just their facial features that day.
If any of the men I heard are in this room, I'm sorry.
That's okay. So I just thought it was getting really tense. I'm sure they understand that you had to do what you had to do. They don't hold it against you.
Jeremy does.
I assume you want us to depart immediately? Or soon? Although I would like to have some information. And I would...
There must be something more you can give us, apart from the fact that it's just a construct.
Again, we have not been able to get close enough. We don't even know how big it is. We don't even know what it looks like. We just know as much as the possibility of it being a construct. Nothing else other than constructs have been able to command constructs in 500 years.
What about artificers? Do you think about them?
They do not exist in this world.
Good to know. Good to know.
Time to multi-class. To be the first one.
Wow.
Okay.
Nature? Nah,
Oh,
we're
okay,
going cold hard metal.
theoretical question. I want to be able to heal bear. How do I do that?
There are healing spells that will heal robots and undead.
Just, I don't know, get an oil lamp, just drizzle it on him.
Yeah, that works.
Healing potions, for example, help.
But yes, as soon as you can would be great, but make sure you are prepared. It would be a shame to lose such a darling as such.
Is there anything you can give us in terms of equipment that could prepare us a bit more? Protect us, maybe? If what you're saying is true and this thing hits Flash, Bear will have to go alone. Maybe a way to modify her? To give
It
her
is
more
my understanding
shield?
it is my understanding that she has acquired a new item of sorts. That should be enough for her.
What about us? As I point at all of us. That are all of us. Beside Bear.
He pulls out what looks like a platform that you can attach to the back of Bear. I'm joking.
Yes! 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 Give him!
A metal box.
The only downside to it is Bear cannot attack while it is equipped.
You know, like in Demon Slayer when he's carrying her on her. Have you watched Demon Slayer?
Oh, who hasn't?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, when
He
he's
carries little
carrying
Nezuko.
her on yeah, when he's carrying her on his back, that would be Bear with us.
I mean, are you genuinely asking that in game as well? Like,
no, I'm asking it for anything that can be useful for us.
because I mean, we could arrange a metal box, but whether you disintegrate inside the metal box is
Yeah, I don't want
a
no.
chance that you want to roll for.
No. I'm asking for anything that can provide protection, healing, more damage. Surely a powerful person of yourself, like yourself, has access to those things. And what are you asking? You are asking from us
Oh.
is complicated, to say the least.
I can offer you as much as a friend or Fane discount at most of the markets around
Are
here.
there any special markets that other people wouldn't be able to reach that we now would have access to? Perhaps one with magical items or anything of the sorts.
Magical items are difficult to come by these days. It's not like days of old where magic was everywhere.
Of course, I understand that, but as my companion here has said, you're asking us to do something risky, one that your men have not been able to do. So if there's anything you have, which we'll of course buy for a fair price, that might help us in any way, it would be good to know.
Or maybe you know of a black market, considering your status. In an inn or anywhere else.
Seems a bit strange to ask someone leading a town about a black market in their town.
Well, you've seen the men he's commanded.
Well, I don't. Just because they have questionable fashion sense doesn't mean they're shady.
There is something that we have been working on that might help one of you get in with Bear. But there's only one in prototype.
What is it?
He sort of like whistles very briefly. A few seconds later, a cloaked figure comes in holding a long, thin box, almost small enough to fit a short sword in.
Kai, I do have something very important I found out. Apparently Warforged are counted the exact same as living human beings. Healing spells work on them.
I believe most healing spells don't affect constructs and undead. Warforged don't come under that.
Yeah,
I believe Warforged, just for the sake of simplicity, rather than being hardcore.
But aren't Warforged still technically part organic though?
No,
Which is why they work.
Okay, I just because it said construct, I assumed it won't heal Bear.
I don't know. It's still up to your decision. Somebody
Yeah,
else just
I mean
talked about it.
exactly because when I tried to heal that guy, it didn't work.
Yeah, no, but they could just be robots.
Okay.
There's a Warforged are like magic infused.
There's a difference between construct and Warforged.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warforged are a race, basically. That.
If you don't want it to, I'm just saying it's
well.
specific.
We will need to know it before next combat,
Yeah.
just in case.
Yeah,
that's fine.
No.
I just thought.
Anyway, the cloak figure brings
Ooh.
a box that has some
Nice.
sort of a sword, or a box that fits a sword.
Yeah, it's a small box that looks like it could fit a short sword. He opens the box and there's a scroll inside. If anyone would like to take this and read it very carefully.
I will walk over and I will pick it up.
It's the scroll of many things.
I'll pick it up and I'll wait. Like, do you say do read it now or?
You can read it now. Let me just get the wording for you.
It's
I'll
the
be right
deck of many things, but it's a scroll.
Yeah, no. But did you say like it's going to activate immediately upon reading, or?
He doesn't state.
Well, I'm not going to ask. Am I allowed to look at it before, or does it activate as soon as I read it?
You can read it prior.
In that case, I would read it.
Okay. I've actually got to write this out because I can't find the document that I put away that has this. So I have to rewrite it now. There you go. That's the gist of it.
So it's basically like a weaker dimension door.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
And can the speaker of the scroll select themselves?
Yes.
We can get 3 people in then.
Only one.
Oh, you mean that sort of weaker and not...
A scroll would teleport up to one willing target of your choice that you can see within range, up to 300 feet in any direction you can see.
Oh, it's a pure nerf. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense. When you said weaker, I thought, 100 foot.
And this will. You believe this might get us past what we need to in order to?
There is a possibility that you can. For we have refined this scroll using some magic that we already know. Unfortunately, the magic that we have tried has led into the disintegration, but my people are very confident that this works very differently. Not as if you're moving at such a speed that it looks like you appear in another position, but almost as if you dematerialize and rematerialize in another place. You use it if you feel like you will be safe.
I'll put it away inside the bag of holding. And give him a quick bow as I back up.
Marius just sits back down and continues with some paperwork.
I'm going to just look at Sherry because she hasn't said anything. If you have any questions, I think you should probably ask now. I believe we're going to be leaving pretty soon.
I've been told that you might know who killed my parents about 85 years ago in the in the Elven area.
I do not believe that I would know of anything back then, but maybe one of the older warlocks. They might know. But all the elder warlocks have retreated back to Val'duin.
Okay. At least it's something to keep hope of.
How old is Bear, by the way?
Give me a second. I'll put it down. 14.
Okay, we can rule Bear off of that one then.
You're what now?
Yeah, considering I'm 102, I don't think Bear would have been around.
Oh, darling, you don't actually know how long Warforgers can live for.
Yeah, it's written they can...
Warforged longer than elves.
Longer than, like, dragons. In the book they're from, there's a Warforged that's 5,000 years old.
That's not longer than Dragon, homie.
No, but he's still, like, young. They have technically an infinite lifespan.
So, with that information, what is the party going to do?
I say we get a move on.
Dude, it's way older than the dragon.
5K is not older than the oldest dragon, my guy. What do you mean? The oldest dragons are older than 5K.
Sorry,
Easily.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Great worms, which are the oldest age, are 1,200.
That is when they become a great one.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget, Fitzpans is new.
I guess, yeah.
Should we
Right.
check out the
Well-
temple? I think, guys, first.
It
Oh
was
yeah, Sherry
discussed.
never actually went to the temple, did she?
No.
We went, that was freaky.
Sorry, I was not here for the last 5 minutes. What happened?
We got a scroll of teleportation, one that can teleport someone up to 300 feet.
Okay.
That is what they said might help us when we want to deal with, the situation. Might be able to, teleport past whatever the problem might be, basically.
I've got to go elsewhere to find Warlock.
We've
To
been told
find
that
out
the
who killed
Elder
Baron.
Warlocks all the Elder Warlocks have gone to Val'duin,
Mm-hmm.
which is something we'd been told before.
Okay, are we still there though?
We are still there, yes.
We're still there. We're making a decision of where to go next. I suggested the temple.
We've already been to the temple. It's just full of
Yeah, but we
scary
needed to
people.
go to the temple for
According
something,
to
didn't we?
according
needed
to Marius, there are books there that we can ask about.
Yeah.
While I've heard that, I don't really know if there's any point.
It is
But
on
sure,
the way
we can
out
go take a look.
anyway.
Should we go to the market as well, see if they have any weapons that we can maybe upgrade with?
What about that inn that we always passed? Could there be traders in that don't sell on the market?
It might be. Does seem very likely.
Do we want to do a bit longer route through the inn and temple, market, and then out?
Yeah,
I
agree.
I think preparing and asking people for if there are any things that can come in handy in this mission that we are on.
Yes.
I think it's smart to prepare for such a journey.
Is indeed.
Marius.
Also, I have fucking fixed the map with distancing.
Nice. Marius,
Yes?
I need to be able to speak to the heads now. Is it possible?
It won't be possible as of right now.
I see. When we are back then.
Sure, I believe.
When you are back, of course.
Well. There are a lot of things that we need to find out. But first we need to stop whatever Bantangelos or whatever his name is planning.
Sure.
If this construct can help him to come back, I think we should try to stop it. If you guys don't mind, after we dealt with that, if we are managed to, I would like to go to Blick Point and see what I can find about my parents. Then we'll head back here.
Okay. I agree.
Sounds like a plan?
I'm wondering until feel confident enough to go deal with a certain problem. If you want to go to Bleak Point, so be it. Shall we move then?
Mm-hmm.
Gather supplies, try to find the books, and leave.
Yep.
Do you know
'Cause we're
the
gonna
way?
need.
Because I don't know.
Nope.
Do we have a map of the
I do
whole
have a map.
layout? And you are pretty good at tracking, as we already know.
I believe I'll have to track anything through the cities.
No, I mean on our way to.
Oh,
Bleak Point.
you mean the creature?
Yes.
We'll see.
All right.
We said we're going to go check the books. Let's go do that.
Well, we said
Might
we're
make
going
sense.
to the inn first.
Well, it might make sense to split the group up a little bit.
Well, me and Rin can go to the inn then. Ha! Right, no pun intended. So we can get some weapons and things like that, and we can also get some food
No.
and things
How
like
many
that.
things
No,
for
do
the
you
trip.
buy?
no offense, Sherry, but I think Elendar should come with you. He's better with dealing
You
with
what?
people.
I'm so mean.
No, your idea is good, but Elendar is better with. He's been part of this world, the darker world. He might convince people to.
We're
show
part
you.
of the darker world in a different way. Not as much of a black market dealer as you make me out to be.
I'm. Well, I don't have
The
any
biggest black
experience
market
with it
whore
at
out
all,
there.
but I do manage to calm emotions of some of those in the temple.
My suggestion is Bear and Cherry go together. I come with you. The reason I want to go and check these books is because I have some things I need to find out.
Shall we all agree to meet in the market then? When you're done.
I think it's a good idea.
By the place where we bought our furniture from, I think would be good.
I know.
Oh, you mean just next to the fucking goblin that you robbed?
No.
Yeah, it's also the place where I tried to flirt with that NPC.
Anyway,
We don't talk about it though.
I look at Cherry and get a pouch. I give you the 150 gold that I just got.
Ooh, thank you.
You give her the one with 150 gold in?
Yes,
Okay.
the one that Bear handed over to me. So Sherry has it now.
Bear handed us all one each.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I give you mine.
I
in
see. I
in
see.
case you can buy good stuff, but need some more money.
Okay. Aye, Captain.
Yeah, I'll be taking my own money. Oh shit, I finally crossed the 1K mark. Nice.
Okay. So,
I'm still running around broke.
y'all disperse.
Yep.
As we're walking, I'm going to look at the, three of them. How do you all feel?
Very neutral.
No, that wasn't. That's my
Hey,
bad.
hey,
I should
you
have
asked.
paused.
You asked.
Never mind. Glad to hear
Literally asked.
you feel neutral, I guess. Listen, how do you all feel about the idea that objects that were possibly considered mere items might have their own will.
A bit scary.
We experienced it on our own flesh when we got into that ball.
Ball didn't seem to be what we were speaking to, however. It seemed to be a different sort of creature.
There are a lot of strange things in the world, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's... if this ball is a gateway that is conscious. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. I'm just not surprised about it. That's all.
Whatever. Deal with it as it comes.
Aye aye.
Hey Bear,
I guess we'll split up here.
Yes?
are you alright?
Yeah? Why?
You're very quiet.
Thank you.
Quieter
That was
than,
my
Oh, never said that of Bear.
quieter than usual.
I'm just doing bolt of time in the AFK while you guys are talking.
Good to know.
Hey, they're talking. I'm not gonna do anything else. Just gonna twiddle my thumbs. I am listening. I just have no reason to talk.
Anyway,
Oh.
Bear, take care of Sherry.
I'll try.
If she gets into trouble, try to save her.
Hey, why do you assume that I'm going to be the trouble? Bear starts things too. It's not just me.
Well, the more reasons
Why is
of
that
the
hard?
both of you to take care of each other and try not to get in trouble.
Aye, sir.
Ma'am, for you.
Yeah, but it sounds weird saying aye. It just sounds
In this
wrong.
day and age, are you saying he can't be whatever gender he wants to be? Is that what I'm hearing? Disappointed. I mean, he can't. It's true.
Nevertheless, we'll meet at the market.
Okay.
Good luck in your search. And
Bye. Hope we
Elendar and
never
I
see you
split
again.
away towards the temple.
Me and Bear go head towards the inn.
Gonna see our local drug dealer.
Are you
Okay,
gonna see Herbert?
so who are we following first?
Up to you.
Up to you.
Okay, who feels like their
Well,
couple is going to be doing the most?
the shorter distance is to the inn. We have more distance if you want to go by distance.
I'd say go by distance.
Alright, then Bear and Sherry are first.
Okay, I'll skip to my group B then. Okay, so you are walking past the commons, the right side of the commons, as you've just split off. As you are approaching the inn, you notice there's less people around than usual.
That's not ominous at all, is it?
Sure. What's wrong with there being less people?
It's ominous. That's all I'm saying.
Is it like middle of the day?
I'd say just past midday.
Yeah, people could just be having lunch inside the inn. Shit, we
True.
teleport inside the inn.
Are we in the inn now, or?
You never said you were going in. I just said there's less people.
Let's go in the inn!
You could have shortened that sentence by just let's go in.
You go in. Fuck off, Ken. Took a couple of minutes.
Betrayed.
You walk in, and the atmosphere doesn't change. There is less people around.
I am happy to hear it's a walk-in, not a fly-in.
You swim in.
Shit, it's a swim-in. Damn.
Do we notice anything strange?
Yes, there are less people than normal.
Other than that!
I mean, I think what she's trying to ask is what do they notice as they were beside that there are less people? Like, she wants to roll perception, probably.
Yeah, what is your passive perception?
Just make up a number.
I don't know what passive is.
It says.
14.
I mean, she's actively looking, I'm just saying.
I know, but if we're going on the fact that when you walk in straight away first.
Yep, it's up to you.
14
So
is my passive.
as you walk in, like I said, you notice there's less people about, but you also notice that there's no barkeep. There's more people on the upper balcony than there is on the ground floor, but they're not looking inwards towards the main area. They're all sort of gathered in the top areas, looking into rooms all the way along.
Please don't tell me this is a sex house.
It's the fucking inn.
You know what I mean!
Whorehouses and inns are two completely different things.
Well, a whore inn then. Because you said they're looking in on rooms.
Hooray.
There might be different reasons they're looking in. You can go up and check.
Imagine.
It costs extras for the spectators.
Shit.
It's fine, she
Yeah,
got
that's probably-
extra 150 gold from me, just to spectate.
That's Sherry, that's probably what they're doing.
What?
Choking.
Stop it.
Karen.
I'm dying as it is. What do you want to do, Bear?
I'm gonna go sit down at a table.
I will join you.
Thanks.
Great.
Looking around, do I notice anyone that that looks like they'd be selling stuff or anything?
Perception, please.
Passive or non-passive?
Roll it, knobhead.
To be
Passive
honest,
or non-passive?
that's rolling it is not passive.
It's rolling. Shit.
No, you don't really notice anyone who looks like they're there to sell anything to anyone.
God, my character's dumb.
Normal people sitting down, drinking their normal drink.
Normal people drinking normal stuff. Thanks.
Yeah.
Did we waste our time coming here? That's my question.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm trying to buy something. Why did we come to an inn?
You up?
We're trying to buy stuff. Why did we come to an inn?
Rin was thinking that it could be a black market of sorts.
Does anyone look suspicious around the room?
Can you roll for that, please?
What do you want me to roll?
Investigation.
Sure. Oh,
Oof.
Brilliant.
Bear is on a mission.
there is
Bear's using those scanning eyes. As you are scanning the room, you clock eyes with a rather shifty-looking dwarf.
Oh shit! I could fucking speak to the man.
Same.
The dwarf
my
clocks eyes with you as well and sort of nods towards you in a friendly gesture.
Smash it time. Okay.
What the hell would you say that for?
Say what?
Smashing time.
I don't know what you're referring to.
You literally just said it.
Prove it.
You know, it's a good thing that I can speak Dwarvish then.
Oh, that's my thing. I can speak common and dwarfish. That's it.
I can only speak Dwarvish and normal.
Oh. Can I get
No,
any
you can speak Elvish too.
Yeah.
And
I
Elvish.
speak-
Okay, 3
You're
languages.
high elf.
I forgot about that.
Imagine an elf not being able to speak Elvish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kai, you're English. You can barely speak that.
Can speak it better than Sherry.
True. True.
Roasted.
And I've been here
y'all.
my whole entire life. Yeah, I still don't know the fucking language.
Okay.
Guess language.
So, are you in traction with the dwarf? Are you nodding back? Are you...
I'm just gonna wave to him.
He sort of, like, gestures his hand to sort of be a bit more inconspicuous.
I'm gonna be touched inappropriately by a dwarf.
Yes, he's going to make the squeezing motion.
Oh no. I don't have breasticles, it's fine.
He slowly staggers over, almost seemingly like he's drunk.
Is he drunk?
I don't know, is he? Would you like to insight that?
Yeah. What do I do?
Roll into
Insight.
it.
I'm sorry. I'm still new to the thingies.
Seems to be
Had
drunk.
like 10 sessions.
You do not get a clean idea
Fuck.
of his intoxication levels.
He's fucking
Okay.
wasted.
He's pissed.
If a dwarf isn't drunk, something's wrong.
Kinda sus.
No,
have a
he's got a point.
Why do you think Corey's always drunk?
No. That's mean.
Sam's fucking wasted.
That's mean.
And Fluff's always hugging people.
No, Sam's not a dwarf, he's a halfling.
Oh yeah. He's gotta go throw stuff up in Mordor.
He's quite literally my height. You're trying to say I'm a halfling? Bitch.
No, you're half-wit.
Yo, I'm so glad I wasn't drinking that there anyway. Shit. I was not expecting that.
Imagine being a halfling and not a Goliath.
Nah, she's a half-wit, not a halfling.
Oh yeah, that too, yeah. She doesn't get lucky. Anyway, this dwarf.
He staggers over. He leans down pulls out the stool
Wait
from
a
underneath.
second.
I have no idea what just happened to the music here, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a fucking second.
I've just been quietly listening to Dorachin.
he pulls the stool from underneath the table and sits down.
Yo.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome.
How are you doing?
No thanks.
What do it be you're looking for?
Weapons.
Aye, I got weapons. What sort of weapons are you after?
Why is he Irish?
I love the accent. It's great.
I don't know what this one needs.
I need dual, like the two-handed one.
Don't panic. Chill. You
Like
have time.
the two-handed one.
Yeah, like ones that I can use for both hands. So it's not gonna cause me downfall. You know, like rapiers, but better.
Short swords.
If they're better, then yeah, I'll gladly take
I mean,
it.
rapiers are better, but they're not.
You might be looking for something magical, maybe. I know.
Shut up, you're not here.
Yes, yes, magical. Let's go.
I mean, I'm not bothered. If he's got an amulet of like +2 to Constitution, I'll.
Amulet of cock.
It's a cock ring of constituting.
It's the cock ring of
The
herpes.
topic of constitution.
I'll just insert it inside there.
Hey, we do magic enchantments, but unfortunately that might take a few days to get back.
A few days. Can't wait that long.
Sorry, did you expect me to just click my fingers and magic?
No, I was expecting you to actually have one on hand.
He sort of very sarcastically like throws his arms up. Does it look like I have weapons on me?
Don't know. You might have them somewhere else.
Sorry, he just pulls a massive double-handed fucking two-handed battle axe from his ass cheeks.
That would be a real cool magic trick.
That's some party trick right there.
That is a
Do you want to know how I got these scars?
Does he also do kinder birthdays?
You just start shitting out daggers that flies around the room.
Oh shit.
If you look closely in his anus, you can actually go through it, and it's just a pocket dimension.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, Blake point right away.
Well,
How about armor then? Do you have any armor?
we have plenty of armor, but obviously not on me. As you can see, no weapons, no armor.
Do you have any in stock nearby that we can buy off you?
The dwarf looks at Bear.
Hello.
Do you understand sarcasm?
Not really.
But you understand that the interaction between me and this elf is going nowhere, right?
I understand that you don't have what she's looking for.
Well, I'm glad that you understand and that one doesn't.
What a fucking tune.
This one has a name, thank you very much.
Right,
You
I'm gonna turn
didn't
this
introduce yourself, so.
I don't care.
Clearly,
Well,
neither does he.
hold on. You cannot say, I have a name, thank you very much, but I don't care that I didn't introduce myself with my name.
Imagine not introducing yourself. Sorry, this is a fucking jamming tune.
If you would like to order anything magical, it will take a couple of days to get to you. But I don't have anything on me, so you can't just buy it straight away. Do you even know how this works? Do you even know how dealings like this work?
No. I basically, like, got everything by making it or stealing it, so...
Or baking it.
Or baking it, yeah.
Okay. You say you make things. How long does it usually take for you to make something?
So you just
It depends.
3
on
to
what it
5
is.
business working days.
Takes about a day or
Sounds
so,
believable.
probably.
So, then you should understand that it's going to take a couple of days for me to enchant something then.
We don't have a couple of days. That's my point.
Then you're just wasting my time.
Clearly.
The dwarf gets up off the stool, very disappointed in Sherry.
Why? It was an interaction. They let it. It doesn't have to be disappointed in Sherry.
I mean, I tried.
Yes, you did, and it's fine.
Yes,
My
but he didn't get
anxiety
any
was
gold
going
out
through
of
the
it.
roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
My
what
anxiety
he's most
spiked.
concerned about.
Mm-hmm.
It just sounded. It just sounded like the DM is disappointed in Sherry instead.
I'm not disappointed in Sherry. Like,
No,
if that's how Sherry's character is, that's how Sherry's character is, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm disappointed in Elendar.
What?
Oh, makes sense.
Wait, what?
Bear, should we make our way to the market then?
Making my
We
way
meet up.
downtown, walking. Yes.
Market, Bear. So we could go get some food and have a look around there. They might have
Should
a
just
weapon shop or some kind thing there that might have some on hand.
Okay.
We can hope. Yeah, we're gonna make our way to the market now.
Oh, sorry. Wait, shit. This is everyone's song.
Okie dokie. So you leave the tavern.
Yes.
Elendar and Rin.
Yeah.
You guys would have got to the temple about 5 minutes ago.
Well, on our way there, I would like to ask Calendar. Why did you ask if we believe in artifacts having souls?
I don't know. Not on my mind. Can't find it.
That vision of yours really shook you a bit.
Well, it would shake you as well if you went through the same thing.
Yes. I didn't have many visions, but when they come, they are weird and unclear.
This is why I don't follow any sort of a god.
Everything
Everything becomes,
fucking jam.
everything becomes so complicated so needlessly. Confusing.
Yeah.
Gods always want something of you.
They can offer help.
No, thank
Protect.
you. When you grow up where I've grown up, Rin,
Where did you grow up?
help a place far, far from here.
So was that? So
Help
did I.
is what people say when they want something from you. It isn't just offered unconditionally.
Well,
Society I come from is built upon not trust but mutual benefits. You work together with those that you believe to be the most competent. or if you do it in any other way, you won't see the next sunrise. Well, you'd never see the next sunrise down there anyway.
Down there?
Yes. My people come from underground.
Oh, you had such a good opportunity.
I just start singing Digatana.
Saying they come from a land down under.
Come from Australia, mate. Never heard of it. Bugs the size of your fucking face.
You better run. You better take cover.
Just now when you say it, that like does sound like Australia.
The Underdark is basically Australia.
Jesus.
It isn't basic. It is.
It is Australia.
No, it's Australia on steroids. The spiders are bigger.
Oh shit. Well. Remember what he said. Yes or no questions.
I'll let you do the talking. I've rather tired myself of asking powerful people questions already.
Okay.
The only thing I want to know is if we ever get access to those books, I will be sure to look through them.
I'll help.
I said, I might have moved away from my people's way of life. That doesn't mean I'm willing to open myself up to you yet. I'll do my own business, you do yours.
I know.
We walk in silence. Unless Ren says something else again.
Okay.
I'll just like loudly wonder. Do we take Squee with us?
You just get like a non-committal grunt like a,
I'll use sending and send a message to Bear. Bear, since you're closer, check if you can grab Squee with you, so we don't forget her, unless she wants to stay here.
We're already headed to the market. See you in a little bit.
Well, it would be a bit before you headed out, because we were walking.
Yeah, I'd assume this is. I was gonna say, I'm assuming this would be when you had just about starting the interaction with the dwarf.
Okay, we'll go and get the sweet.
get the squeeze.
Get the Squee. All right, and then we walk silently.
Okay.
Until we enter.
You get to the temple. You enter. The cloaked humanoids seem to be going about their business as per usual. One of the priests there walks up to you in a very soft grunt is heard.
Is the priest a bit different from the others? Does he have face or no?
What's your passive?
Quite high. 18.
Okay. It doesn't. No, it's not really different. It's just he's holding a holy symbol compared to the others.
Okay. Are you in charge here?
He slightly nods his head with a slight shake.
As confirmation or like yes or no?
It's like I'm of high stance, but I'm not the person in charge here?
Is the person in charge present?
He shakes his head no.
We've heard there are books here of all times. Is that true?
He tilts his head slightly in confusion.
Are there books in this place?
He nods.
Maybe have a look at them.
He points towards the stairs that lead up, not down, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Up onto like an area that is above where the stairs that lead down to where the sword was picked up.
Yeah. Can you show us the way?
He nods as he turns towards the staircase and starts walking.
I just turn to Elendar and then start walking after the guy.
I follow.
As you are heading up the stairs, you are greeted with a sudden change in atmosphere. It's not dark and gothic like it is down on the ground floor, but almost as if it's a very lively library full of wizards and magic. But you don't see wizards. You don't see the magic. It just feels like it should be there.
Okay. We're still following the person. Unless
Okay.
we stopped. I don't I have questions, but I don't wanna confuse the guy and hear so no point asking a guy who can answer, so
Kind of like most of my NPCs so far, isn't it?
I mean I could
Kais is gone. I don't want to talk. They're all just gonna scream.
I could theoretically send him ascending.
He stops in front of a row of bookcases and he sort of just gestures with his hand like, these are our old books, but whether you want to look for all of them, you can.
I bow and say thank you.
He gives a slight bow back and he wanders off back down to the ground floor.
As we stand at this library, there are lots of books, or a little bit of books. Are there any other things like devices that are not regularly seen in public, stuff that we might never seen before, like collector stuff, or I don't know, anything that could be interesting?
Okay. Tell you what, I'll paint it like this. You are in a...
Because you mentioned a lot of magic atmosphere and stuff like that, so that's what
Yeah. You were led to like a semicircle of a room, almost like a horseshoe fit.
Yeah.
The bookcases fill around the edges, and then there's a row of bookcases just a little bit further into the center. Directly in the center, there is a pedestal. On top of this pedestal is a cube that is built with mechanical gears and little levers and different patterns.
Okay.
There are about 15 bookshelves on the outer ring and about 7 on the inner ring.
Do you have any idea what it is? As I point at the box in the middle, asking Elendar. Fashrin is there.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. No, got no clue. Never seen anything like this in my life. I was fucking doing this voice killed my throat. Holy shit. Gotta drink some water.
Stay hydrated, kids.
Yeah. Or smoke 20 cigarettes a day, then your D&D voice will be your normal voice.
How you
That's
doing?
respectable.
It's method acting, it's method acting.
All right. Well, can I want to inspect that box to see if I can figure out what it does.
It'd be great if there's someone who could speak to us here, but no, it's just yes and no answers. I can't exactly say, hello, what the fuck is that box?
Yes.
Doesn't really help, does it?
Well, DM.
Can you investigate it, please?
Ellender, how about you take a look and I guide you?
I'm sure I know exactly what's going on here. Sure, I'll take a look. You want an investigation, Kai?
Investigation, yeah.
And I stretch my hand and you feel a bit of warmth.
I feel nothing.
I guess not.
I feel innate.
It's not nothing. You don't get nothing from it. You have a look at it, but you don't understand what it is. You don't click with it straight away. But after a few minutes of looking at it, you realize that it almost runs the same patterns on the artifact that you already hold. But it's not exact, it's just slightly different.
Narrow my eyes a little bit. Can I sense a way to, activate it, perhaps, in the same way that the artifact was activated? To be fair, the artifact was activated by Sherry, literally just
touching
it, so maybe it's the touch of a woman that's necessary. Who knows?
God, it wouldn't be insight, would it? What would that be? Arcana. Can I have an Arcana check, please?
Sure.
Guidance.
I'll just turn to Rin and say, I think I found something. Help me again.
Guidance. Oh no. Your rolls, man.
Mage again!
Same result!
Just add a 10 to what I roll.
Yes.
I don't think that's how it works.
Maybe
Yeah, my intelligence is my lowest stat. I've got an 11.
Same.
Oh no, my strength is lower.
What is it that you're checking for, say?
To see if I can figure out how to activate this.
Okay, you sort of give it a good look. And after a few minutes, you just draw a blank. It's almost as if whatever it could be, whatever it possibly is, just you don't grasp how to use it.
It's like your brain can't roll the correct dice.
My hands can't roll the correct dice.
But you can sense some form of magic resonating from it.
Well, it's magical. I've got no fucking idea.
Let's start checking the books. And we'll start looking for information about...
Yeah, I'll be looking...
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what you're looking for.
I'll help. Whatever you tell me to
Well,
look.
I said I would have just kind of been like, nope, I'll do my own thing. You look for whatever you want to. So I would like to make my role separate.
Okay.
It fits the character, at least for now.
Yep.
Kai, I would like to, in particular, look and see if I can find any books that describe the object that is in our hands now. As well as if I can find any sort of descriptions about the dragon creature that I saw in my supposedly dreams.
The ever so real feeling dreams.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I get a investigation then?
I don't want to, but yes.
Imagine having poor intelligence.
It's just getting worse. What the fuck?
Just roll a dice for rolling a dice sakes.
Go
Just
on,
to see if
roll
you-
a dice.
Just to see
Sure,
if it's just
we'll
not
see.
broken. Just
Alright, wait. Let me see if I can stream.
bless, bless Mark. See if Martin will bless your rolls.
Alright.
At some point, I just see Ellen just standing there looking at the shelves.
Dribbling.
Wait, can you
Dribbling with
see?
smoke coming out of his
Can you
ears.
see it here?
We
Like,
can see
if I roll my
your
dice?
feet, or no, your bed. Sorry. We can
You can
see
see my bed.
we can see the edge of your laptop.
We can see
Okay,
your
wait.
hand for 1 second.
Wait, fuck, that rolled off.
We literally can't see what you're rolling.
Well, he can roll and drag it to the mouse pad. If you
Yeah,
do it like
that would have been.
a bit
I
more,
would
a
have.
bit more, a bit more, a bit more.
Also,
a
just
bit
like
more, a bit
roll it
more.
in front of your legs. That would be
A bit
the
more.
Like
most-
here?
No.
Yeah, just roll it there.
Or that, yeah. We don't see though.
Oh, I didn't realize you were sat on a really.
Yeah,
small
it's a
bit.
bit of a slopey one, especially when I'm on it. It would have been an 18 though. Wow,
Imagine.
that's that
Imagine
better.
being bad at rolling virtual dice.
However, 2.
So your real dice was 18.
Yes.
No, we're going with the 2. We are
Okay.
fair.
He was dribbling from the mouth.
Yeah. I'm just like not able to get any luck, I guess.
Okay.
If I like finish my search really quickly, I'm going to roll for this actually, and I'll see. Please describe, Ken.
What's that?
Go ahead, describe whatever you're going to say.
You're scouring high and low for any books on the Dragon Boy or the artifact that you now possess. But your eyes can't seem to take in the sheer amount of books that are available to you. You skim past so many books that you just can't, your brain can't keep up with what's what. And you just cannot find what you're looking for.
Kind of like in annoyed like frustration, I'm going to turn around, look at Rin, think about it for a couple of seconds. Ah, fuck me. Rin,
Yeah.
I know I said I wasn't going to ask for your help, but if you find any book describing a dragon that looks somewhat like this, I'm going to describe the avatar,
Mm-hmm.
can you let me know? Also, anything about the orb that we found?
I will.
I've had no fucking luck. I'm gonna go sit in a corner.
How about you help me instead?
Sure, I guess.
Alright. And I'll be looking about information of whatever the description of, if there are any description of whatever Marius told us to look for, and he said it has it resonates something that appeared 500 years ago, so we'll be looking like for testimonies or writings about or of that age, as well as stuff that Elandar asked me to keep an eye for.
Okay, can you roll for that? So, can you roll for that, please?
Yes. Do I have advantage since he's helping me, or because he rolled I don't have advantage?
Yeah, go on, have advantage.
Okay, that's a 3 and a natural 20.
Nice. Okay, so you find basically everything that is asked for except for a book on the dragon.
Somewhere through our research, I will just point out, I found something, and then show him.
So usually I'm gonna have my head completely in the wrong spot. Go
Yeah.
give me a moment.
And is it
That's
any
over.
information that he asked for? If I found it, I'll just pass it over to him so he can read about that, and I will
I found a
keep.
book on how to cook root vegetables. Why the hell do they have a book about how to cook root vegetables?
Hey, you leave Nerd Roots alone.
Maybe I should take this along. I gotta be on the road.
I mean, finding roots to eat if you're in shortage of food might be.
What did you find? Was it what I asked for?
Well, the DM will now describe what I found.
What you have found for Elendar is a book of old ancient artifacts, but on the front of the book you see this orb, almost an exact replica orb of what you guys have in your possession.
Would you say almost exact replica? What's the difference?
The difference being is this orb is separated into multiple pieces rather than one whole piece.
Okay. So disassembled, basically.
Sure, we'll go with disassembled.
Okay.
Is there any mention?
I will grab it and think of minding my actual matters. Thanks. Go read this. You want the root vegetable book?
We'll take it if
Yeah.
we can.
You're the plant person. I don't know.
Put it on the pile there. It's like sorted from piles of nope to maybe to useful
To root vegetable.
to the maybe pile.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'll just toss it on there. And when she's not looking, able to toss it onto the yep pile. No, goes in the corner then.
Okay. So, Rin, the other books that you have found, just describe again what it was you was looking for so I can try and paint a picture.
Okay, so Marius told us that whatever this contract or shares similarities to whatever roamed the land or something like that 500 years ago. So any testimonies of eyewitnesses or people like folklore or stories or descriptions of historians, whatever happened 500 years ago, and or description of the construct and any useful information that I could assume we could use for this mission.
Okie dokie. So, in your hand, you hold a very big and heavy book. It is titled The Legend of Corix Hammersmith in Jaruhan.
I heard this name before.
We have Lagray Hammersmith.
Yeah.
It's from the High Council back in Tyranno. But you weren't there for that, were you?
No, but I was there when Kai was creating something and the name came up, I believe. I don't know.
Well, whoops, technically you wouldn't know this, but if I was paying attention, I would have told you.
Yes.
Yeah. So
we were told that Corix was his ancestor 500 years ago. He was the one that made constructs.
All right. Well.
Or Bartangulus in particular, I believe.
You
I
would be
think so.
correct on that.
That's what I have written down.
All right.
You would
well,
be correct on that.
What do I read in that book, DM?
In the book, you read the basics of what you sort of already know about 500 years ago with Bartangulus, with Coryx and Yaruhan making Bartangulus. You also read that Coryx also crafted several pieces of artifact that was used to subdue Bartangulus. One of these artifacts was in fact a sword under the name Scarlet Rain.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the pages after that are torn and gone. After the torn pages, it does continue. Bartangulus had several constructs of high power. Some pages go on about a certain construct called Galathorn.
Mm-hmm.
Some constructs under the name of Pirente. I will spell that out in the chat for you.
Thank you. Okay.
1 second. Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah.
One construct under the name of the Divider.
Are there any descriptions of them, or just that he made those?
The descriptions are very much torn away. It's just names that are still remaining.
Okay.
Another construct under the name of Saber.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 twinned constructs under the name of Barricade and Barracuda. That is about as much of the information that you can gather from this book. Most of the pages are withered, torn, missing.
Yeah, as I like start reading it about like the name of the book, and then start scrolling through, I start reading out loud so Elendra can hear it as well.
I'll look up every now and then, and I'll be like, oh yeah, we heard about that man, that Coryx Hammersmith fellow. I bet there's been more of the abominations. Good to know. Might want to write all of that down.
It's more.
Well, I just.
It's more like Bartangulus made them, right?
Bartangulus had made them, yes. But this was back then.
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my off the top of my head. All I know is that he made Bartangulus. That's his.
Apparently,
I don't
the
know.
weapon Beargut was crafted by Coryx.
Pretty sure it's the real one. Who the fuck has that kind of stuff lying around here?
I do not know, but they have information about all of this, so lucky for us, we could find it.
Well,
I wonder if we can borrow one of the books. I wrote that, and I'll start making notes of.
yeah, I haven't written down the contract name, by the way, because until now,
I wrote it down. Don't worry.
yeah, I'm just giving you a heads up that
Yep. I'll write down the constructs and all the names that I can find in that book. Do I find any other artifact names, or are they torn out or faded away with time?
One of the artifact names is Aegis. Although I do not believe that you have come across it yet, have you?
well, we saw what's his face get an item.
What's that?
We saw Corey's character get an item.
Yeah, that was Aegis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. There is an unknown or an unnamed item that was described as an organic item.
Organic item. What can it be?
Also, this is probably not the right music for this.
Dun-dun-dun.
I think I've got something that can...
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Sure, I guess that will do.
Yeah, but that's not the one I wanted. Oh, no, never mind.
I was actually going to put this in.
Yeah, go.
Why is the browser extension required?
I don't know. Why did you do Kai?
Why is this a thing?
Maybe you need to... Maybe it's the wrong link?
Anyway.
Okay. Anyway.
Mostly because I really like Hans Zimmer stuff anyway. Is Roman okay?
I
He's
am.
muted.
I am? Am I muted? Oh, man. Whoopsie.
Oopsie daisy.
Yeah, I am okay. Organic item of some sort. Anything in your book?
Then I've been listening to yours.
Okay. I wonder if we
No.
can borrow one of those books. Or some of them.
Maybe.
One of the priests slowly makes his way back up. Check on you guys.
Sitting between piles of books, unorganized, out of their shelves. So, sorted by like a big pile of no's, a medium pile of maybe, and a small pile of yes. Basically. I'm like, we are alright, thank you for checking out.
He gives you a small nod. He looks over to the Elendar in the corner that looks like he's struggling a little bit.
Oh yeah, we're allowed to take any of these books along with us.
He shakes his head.
Is anyone in like a higher position than yours that we can talk to?
They did say that. They did say it's not. He's not there.
Indeed, he's not there.
I'll just go look for the nod and shake. If he just shakes, I'm gonna. Thanks anyway.
I'll be back.
Well, do we... Well, read through it and try to remember them.
I mean, write whatever's important down, and whatever isn't important isn't important.
Yes. Yeah, we'll just try to write down everything that is important in those books that we deem important, and then
Yeah, you can message me whatever my thing would have been, Kai, if you want to. If you don't want to make the others just gonna sit through
I'm fine to
stuff
sit
longer.
eventually we'll be done, and just because for courtesy, I'll put the backs back in, though in the wrong order if they had an order.
Okay. So, yeah, Ashwin, you want to know what's in your book, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so inside your book, you open it up. It's mostly just symbols that you cannot understand. But the pictures that you do see depict several pieces of these artifacts. Several different shapes, several different varying sizes. Some have one piece, some have two, some have three pieces, some many more pieces.
Not just this artifact, but just artifacts in general.
Artifacts in general, yes.
Any similarities to the artifact laying in this room?
Yes.
upgraded sword.
Yeah. Is there anything about Bear's sword in it?
Not in the book that you're holding.
The orb?
The orb that you guys are carrying appears on the 4th page of this book, but it is the first artifact that has a depicted picture.
Hmm.
As you go through the book, bit by bit, the 4th artifact is in fact the cube that is in the center of this room.
Is it written in a language both of us don't understand?
What languages do you understand?
Common, Elvish, Giant, and Sylvan.
You want mine?
Common, Draconic, Elvish.
Common, Draconic, Elvish, Undercommon.
Yeah. You both do not understand the book.
Is in fucking Underdark. Sorry, deep.
Deep speech.
Yeah, deep speech.
Oga boga. Oogie boogie.
Oogie boogie woogie woo.
I mean, it's just the language of underwater creatures, but yeah.
It would just be bubble then.
Sadly, I don't understand what's written.
I just farted.
That is good to know.
Thanks.
Thank you for that information.
You are.
I'm back.
Hello.
I will, as we're going through the book, cast Detect Magic and see if anything in the book is magical or anything in this room.
The book itself is not magical.
Mm-hmm.
cube should be.
The cube is.
Anything else
But
in
it's-
this room?
I was just about to say, it's very faint, almost as if it's running low in magic. The rest of the room just glows in a yes, it glows in a blah. The
She says
entire
she doesn't see
room
sure.
glows in a very faint yellow color.
Huh. Wow. This whole room glows. Do I know the School of Magic?
The School of Magic is illusion. I think that was the school.
Might want to look that up.
Seems some sort of illusion.
Hmm? I'm busy. I don't think with illusions. What?
This whole room seems to be an illusion.
Actually, I can touch it.
The books aren't, but the room is. Do I see past the illusion? If it's like
Yeah, so you don't. So the room itself doesn't look any different to the rest of the temple. Like, it has the same decor,
Mhm.
but what the magic that you can see isn't necessarily visual to the eyes. It's the feeling that it's there. It's almost as if it's trying to imitate an actual library.
Well, I guess instead of decorating the place, they just applied magic to make it look like one.
Oh, I found some sort of information about apparently that weird square in the corner is an artifact, so it makes sense.
It doesn't emit some faint magical energy, as if it's not as strong as the orb we have.
Well, it hasn't eaten us and taken us to meet a psychotic construct, so that's a good thing, I suppose.
Well, we know that there is one here if we need it. Eventually. Maybe it can give us other answers.
There's nothing else that's described in the book then, right, Kai? Or
I mean,
Sorry, what was that?
is there anything else that's described in the book outside of those two artifacts?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Page 2 is missing.
Mhm.
Page 3 describes a circular artifact that splits off into 3 different pieces. A small orb in the center and 2 bowl-like pieces that go around it.
That orbited, basically. Okay. That's the first 4 pages.
Does it
then.
describe color?
It does not describe color.
Okay.
Page 4 is the cube.
Yep.
Page 5 is missing. Page 6 is missing. Page 7 is a star-shaped artifact. A 7-pointed star to be exact. Page 8 is missing. Page 9 has no picture.
What does it describe though?
You cannot read the text, so you cannot describe it.
Okay.
We cannot read we cannot read the text, but is there like you know how titles are usually bold or in a different font?
Yeah.
Is there anything that some sort of that could have like maybe if we copy it and somebody can read it, it will say, I don't know, the circle of death or whatever. I don't know. Basically, some two that we could copy and that looks distinguished on that page. Since it doesn't have a picture, but maybe there's a title or I don't know.
Yes.
Well,
I will get you an image of it
you don't
when I make one.
You don't
Yeah,
have,
baby. You can just give it later.
Yeah.
You can also just like tell that Alandar could copy it. Like there is one, and we will just make a copy of it. Try to.
Yeah, that's what I think that's what we're saying. We'll get it later.
Yeah. There is distinguishable text.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Maybe you should copy this part if you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Is there anything after 9 or?
No.
Seems like those pages were ripped out on purpose. A lot of pages are missing in the other books as well. Anyway, we've been here for quite a while. I think we exhausted what this place can offer. Time to go meet the guys. The girls. Probably waiting for us for a while now.
Bear has resorted to cannibalism.
I'd rather not be eaten.
Apparently, I get hit by a fireball from a different dimension.
Is this something that Kern has messaged you, or?
Yes.
Yeah, I told him to put the books in the right order.
I just assumed it was Kern because it was a fireball.
It's his signature move.
Honestly, it's all he keeps fucking going on about is fucking fireball.
Yeah.
Fireball is the solution to every
problem. Nevertheless, we will put back everything on the shelves, not in order. And we will then head down, I think. And we will thank to those who escorted us and bow and leave. Head into the market.
Okie dokie. On your way up, you feel almost heavy on your mind. Almost like the knowledge that you have just received is almost hindering, but you can't quite tell how.
Hindering in what way? Like what does it mean? What do you mean by that?
You sort of like have slight heat flushes every so often as you're walking. When this happens, like, you get visual blips of some of the books that you were just reading.
Only I or Elandar too?
Only you.
Okay.
I'm just being my own grumpy draw self in a corner.
No, we are leaving. We are.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on?
Language, young Missy.
Elandar? Are you feeling alright?
Right, I told you I wasn't feeling the best once. You're not my mother. I'm fine.
Yeah, well, I'm not. As I lean on the wall.
I walk over a little bit cautiously. Yeah,
I think I'll be alright.
Usually what people do, you get sick down there, throw some water at your face. Want me to throw some water at your face?
Yeah, washing my face could be refreshing. Pour some
I'm
on my
gonna-
hand instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna open up my flask of water and just like splash it.
Yeah. I'll just try to put some water, get some water on my face.
Can I get a con save from you, please, Rin?
Yeah. There we go.
You drop to your knees as a harder flash of one of the exact pages in the book. And it's the organic page in the book, organic artifact.
Mm-hmm.
It burns into your brain almost like it's trying to tell you something. You feel almost scared for it. It feels haunting. Can you take 2 points of
Psychic damage.
yeah, psychic. Sorry, I was in my head. I was like, physics damage. Nope, that's not right.
Physics damage. I'll take physics damage too. As I just grab my head as I'm on my knees and scream out in pain.
Elendar doesn't seem to give a shit.
Just gonna back up a little bit, like. Does it look like there's anything I can do? Like, can I kind of pinpoint what exactly is causing the problem?
I'm gonna say no, you cannot. I'm gonna go off.
Does it pass eventually?
It does. It takes a few minutes, but it passes.
Minutes. Okay.
Yeah, if it's minutes at that point, I was just gonna look for a priest. Alright, what if you, my friend up there is having a bit of a meltdown. Do your books usually do that to anyone? Could you send someone who knows more about people?
They just look at you and start wailing.
No. Yes.
Well, that was a yes or no question.
You asked him for too much.
It was a yes or no question.
It's 2 in a row. They didn't answer for one. It's too much.
Can you send someone to help my friend upstairs?
Oh,
Gonna go back up, like, have my fucking things in my ear. Just trying to figure out if there's anything I can do.
I'll be getting up, leaning on the wall, holding my head.
Oh, good, you're up. Sorry if I'm yelling a little bit. I think I'm deaf.
Let's get out of here.
What? Sorry, still hard of hearing.
I'll just pick up my staff and start walking out.
Okay. Fast forward a little bit. You guys are now approaching the market.
Yeah.
Bear and Sherry, what have you been doing at the market?
Breathing.
Warforges don't breathe.
Did they get squeezed?
Waiting.
That's what I want to know.
I mean, if you sent it while we were talking, I would have got a grab squeeze.
Was Squee even there though?
Squee was there. Squee has been acquired. Squee is a good little Squee.
Nice, but we forgot Bridal.
Big squeeze.
You did get Cridle.
Who cares about that? Dude?
Cridle's still sitting in the corner waiting patiently for your return.
No, he had his sister. It's fine.
No,
She fucked off.
No. She's still. I believe.
As we approach the group, oh, you get Squee and wait, where's Cridle?
Who dat?
Oh man, we do always forget him, don't we?
Who dat?
Lee just comes along and smacks all of you.
Who dat?
How did it go?
Resitting.
Did you get anything?
No.
No luck then.
Been walking around a marketplace.
Mm,
Well,
basically.
marketplace, less supplies, some food, some potions. Well, if you didn't
Yeah,
get
we should go
anything,
get some of them.
I would like my money back, Sharon, if you don't mind.
Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we still need to get some food, get some tools still, cause there's
Yes.
possibly like tool shop
Yeah,
nearby, you
I
know.
don't mind that, but I can pay for it myself. You don't have to hold my money.
All right.
Yeah, you can't pull an Aaron axe and spend the money.
You what?
You know, just get.
Are you giving me back my pouch?
Yeah,
Okay,
I gave you it back.
nice. I got some money now.
You got 150.
Yeah.
You not had any luck with any weapons?
Well, Bear just said no. But maybe there are some in the market.
That's what I was asking about, not the first part. Hopefully they would have bought something, but if not, let's go take a look, I guess. We're all here.
We tried, okay?
What do you mean you tried?
Well, the people were very aggressive,
Alright.
you know? And
Keep
they were weird.
Happens.
Hmm.
Well, keep a lookout for any potions and food supplies. And I don't know the way. I've never been here, so I don't know if we need any climbing gear or something like that.
I don't know the place we're going to. I've never been to Bleak Point before.
Me neither.
Me neither.
I still have to make it.
Anyway, we'll just go through the market looking for rations, torches, rope.
Food.
Well, that's what I counted as ration when I said rations. Unless you're looking for
Okay,
something.
Smartass.
I mean, if you're looking for specific food, you can specify it yourself. I'm looking for just dry rations, enough for a few days of travel. Any potion store and maybe a weapon stall or an armor stall if there's a blacksmith, we'll go there and check whether it can. If he sells, they I don't know, sell anything of interest. Maybe Sherry wants to sharpen her weapons again before we leave. I don't know.
I might do that if there's no weapons.
If you want, we can all roll perception and see what we get.
Everyone do that, please.
I'd just be looking an upgrade to my bow, pretty much, if I can find one. Magical one would be nice, but if not...
Perception.
Nice.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Wow.
So bad.
Nice. Well, I said that's what we should look for, but I'm very distracted with whatever happened in the temple at the moment. So
Sherry's just always oblivious.
Apparently so.
Sherry just saw
we'll
a
go
stall with like street food and just stuck there.
Hell yeah, street food's awesome.
Yeah.
Or she's eyeing up the goblin she robbed from.
Yeah, Sherry, roll a Constitution saving throw to see if you throw up, or have to shit your pants.
Roll a what?
You don't have to. He's joking.
I was going to say.
Right. We'll start with Bear, as you're the only one. Well, you're the first person to successfully roll. What is it you're looking for? Good talk.
I think he's muted.
Ken.
So I'm probably looking for something that can buff me in some way. Some sort of magic. That's it. I got no use for anything else.
Okay, so you're looking for some form of like potion or something.
Yep. Yeah, or just allow straight up stat increase, which I definitely know will be around here.
Yeah, no. You do see a little shop stall with a few like potions and stuff, but very minimalist.
Okay, I'll go over. Hello.
Good day, sir.
I'm not a sir.
I am terribly sorry. Good day. Thing? Madam, my apologies. How can I help you?
So you've got some potions here. May I know where they are?
Yes, you may. We have a few potions of healing.
Okay.
We have a lovely potion of climbing here. Only one. We have some water-breathing potions. And we have a couple of speed potions.
May I ask what they do?
The speed potion.
Cocaine.
Yeah, dude, I want it to double my move speed.
It's literally just cocaine.
Yes, the speed potions.
This potion, you gain the effect of the haste spell.
How much for?
This is 500 gold pieces.
It's a level 3. Ananda? Can you help me with this?
What do you want?
Maybe Rin too.
How much do you have?
I don't know, but you know about that more magic and stuff. How much do you think this? What do you say? Speed potions were? Explain again what it does. By the way, I know this is the fucking cheapest haste I'm ever gonna get.
Yeah, you can just say he explained it to us, and I say, well, that can be useful if there's time involved and you need to get somewhere really quickly,
Fucking broke.
which is basically what Mary said that you would have to do. So I think it is a good investment, in my opinion.
I'm gonna just take my pouch of shiny objects and put it on the table.
Do you need?
And like, look at. Please help! I don't know what this is.
Do you need help count it? Is?
I can count. I don't know if these are the right ones.
Well, I'll help her adjust. To
I
do
got
it for
599 gold
Yeah,
coins.
I'll just help her point out which one the right ones.
1 second, guys. Be right back.
Yep.
I'm fucking balling.
You reach.
I essentially get a scroll of haste.
Yeah.
Fuck you, boy. Dude, I'm saving 500 gold.
A barbarian with reckless
barbarian
attack. With reckless attack. With a haste. That is gonna be with a super duper sword. That
the funny thing. The funny thing is that you don't even need concentration on this haste.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
It's literally a better scroll of haste. Dude, what are you on about? I'm gonna put 1 point into Warlock and 1 point into Rogue.
4.
Armor of Agatham. Warlock.
Armor of Agathis.
Is it Thumb?
It's Agathis.
Oh, Agathis. Anyway, yeah. And sneak
attack. Okay, yeah.
Sneak attack.
The only problem that you need Oh wait, you have advantage.
I can give myself advantage.
Okay, yeah.
And any attacks that hit me will reflect cold damage.
Well.
Right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm buying it.
Yeah, we basically counted the money and given 500 gold to the guy.
500 move. I'm down to 99 gold. With a bit chain one.
Do you have any healing potions in your store?
We do.
And this lovely ribbon over there. We just paid 500 gold. Would you mind giving it for free?
Sorry, what was that? Sorry.
A ribbon, like for the hair. That he definitely has over there, from tying all those bottles.
Sure.
Tags on.
Nice. We got it for free. As I'm like asking for as he hands me the ribbon, what color is it? You can decide.
What color did you want it to be?
Purplish.
It's bright orange. I'm joking.
Fair enough. It doesn't matter.
It's like a deep blue with a purple strip going down the center of it.
Wonderful. As I ask him for the healing potions, I will tell Bear, could you can you kneel down? I need to reach your head.
I'm going to look at this motherfucker like he's crazy.
Oh, come on, people confuse you all the time. With this ribbon, they will know you are a girl.
I'm gonna look like this woman's crazy. gonna lower myself down.
Yeah. And I will tie a nice ribbon, like, on the side of her head. So
Of her bald scalp.
yeah, so it's like a pretty ribbon on her head, so people know she's a girl. As I'm done, I'm like turning back to the cellar. So healing potions.
Yes, we have not that much, but we have a few. We have about 7 left in stock.
Oh, that's quite not much. How much are they?
They are 65 gold piece each.
Quite expensive.
Unfortunately, inflation is a thing.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I have one on me. Do you people need more? Elendar?
I was going to look at a weapon first if I could find one. Then consider something else.
I just don't want us to rely on my magic to heal us. That's all.
Well, we'll come back to this if we need to. I have some money as well.
All right. We'll be back.
I've also got a couple potions on me.
Yeah. Well, in that case, we'll be back or not. Thank you. And we'll continue going for looking for either Elendar thing or Bear thing, since they are the ones rolled highest.
I did my thing.
Okay. Elendar.
Hello. I'm looking for whatever Rin asked me to keep an eye out for, but I'm also looking out for a weapon for myself, a better one than that one I have.
Yeah. Ropes, rations, torches, basically is what I said we should look for.
Yeah. You find a quaint little stall that has your basic general needs. Few rations, couple of bedrolls, some water skins, some tents.
Yeah.
I just kind of like point it all out as I walk by.
I'll catch right up. Thank you for looking, keeping an eye. I'll buy us the stuff and I'll catch you up later, and I'll go just buy enough rations and stuff like that. Just tell me the price that I need to pay. I will buy 15 torches. About 20 rations.
Okay, let me.
And 4 sets of rope.
So, 1 second, let me just do that.
Oh, in that case, I'll buy a bit more torches.
And just do this.
Yep.
And rations as well, yeah?
Yep. All right. Yep. You can do Elendar. I'll do the math and then what I want to buy, and then I'll just send you the.
I'd rather not do Elendar, but sure.
But
Elendura.
Yes, hello.
You're looking for a better bow.
Yes.
What is your current bow?
A standard longbow. I'm just looking to see if I can find a magical one.
Let me just re-roll this a couple of times. Oh, no, you're not having that.
Okay.
It was a composite longbow +3.
Yeah, give him that. Casual 5,000 gold item. 10,000 gold item.
Okay, I'll just search for one manually. Yeah, okay, so you do clock eyes on a peculiar looking bow. It doesn't look like a normal bow. It's almost stringless.
Stringless.
Yes, stringless.
I'm gonna walk over to it. So, what's with the harp over there?
Oh, this little thing.
Yes.
It's a slight work in progress. But it should still do the trick. Would you like to have a closer look?
Please explain.
Well, you see here, as he pulls down the bow, you actually notice that the bottom half of it is a single arm, but the top half of it has two arms in a sort of a V shape. Not too spread out, about like maybe 25-degree angle between them. As he demonstrates this bow, the string just appears as he goes to knock the bow, almost out of thin air.
Interesting.
He further explains that he's been trying to harness certain magical properties to allow that the string doesn't get in the way of the bow user. But the third peculiar arm that protrudes out the top of it isn't necessary for it to work, or else he doesn't get the magical property of it.
Okay. So in in-game terms, what exactly does it do?
So it's a longbow +1.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. There you go. Done.
Oh, full stop?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's a long
That's
road
it.
plus-
Enough. That's what you were looking for.
I mean, I'm okay with that,
No,
but I'm
I
curious.
know,
It seems more interesting.
It does. I know.
It's a +1 with a -3 to hit.
It's very inaccurate, and it does friendly fire.
Sounds like sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. This removes disadvantage when you're shooting a long range. It also allows you to ignore up to 3/4 cover, and has a really cool ability that lets you take a -5 penalty to your attack roll in exchange for +10 damage.
Yeah, that's the ability I'll be taking at level 8.
Ah, nice.
You get
Yes.
Kai's decided to kill off my character before level 8. Nice. No.
He's gonna say you guys level up. and then you get killed the same session.
No.
The aspect of
He-
Bahamut stabbed you again.
After he gets the feet, he gets the bow.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Okay. It's not. This is more of a flavorful effect, but basically, you can connect the two upper arms back together. When you do, it turns the bow from a short bow to a long bow.
Oh, okay. So I could technically make it a short bow and lend it to someone else.
Hello?
Be careful, Kai.
Wait.
Wait? Did you guys not hear what I said?
No, we
Yeah,
did.
no,
That was
Ash, shortbow on a barbarian throws the bow at you after I'm done with it.
Never mind. I take it back. I'm not giving him the bow.
I hear rapid fire. Hasted action. Fires one shot. Fires a second shot.
Kai, how about we say? How about this? We just say it's a +1 longbow for now, and if there's anything else to it, you can think about it, huh?
Did I miss something?
Yes.
Just so we know.
It's also a short bow, so I can hasted action
Yeah,
it.
because end of the day, I was looking for a +1 longbow. I'd be happy if it's just that. But if there's anything special on top of it, maybe even if something I need to work about, where it's like I need to go and find some sort of material to make it work, or I need to find a better crafter, I am all game for that.
It's actually
I'm
just-
fine with what it is right now.
It's up to you, Kai. If that's what you give him, that's what you give him.
It's a longbow that can also turn into a short bow.
Yeah.
A +1 longbow.
Yeah.
No drawbacks.
No drawbacks.
There is a drawback.
Any? What?
Because it doesn't have a string. How do you carry it?
I thought the string appears.
It appears when you try to shoot it.
I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be magic arrows. I'm so glad it's not.
Yeah, it appears when I shoot it. What do you mean? How do I
Yeah,
carry it?
No. I meant like you could shoot different elemental arrows.
No.
No,
No,
we're going the
you
mountain
know
route, are we?
when you carry, like usually when you think about somebody carrying a bow, it's like over the neck and then the back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, without it, without the string
Without it,
supporting it.
Without it, it goes in the bag of holding.
Yeah. All right.
Right, I'll look at it. Well, seems interesting. Any way to upgrade it any further? You said it's experimental.
Yes, it's very experimental. But right now we are still testing its limits before we even think about adding any more upgrades to it.
Well, how about this? You sell it to me. I'll test its limits for you. Maybe, that might help you in the future.
I mean, sure, if you've got 6,000 to spend on it.
This man's selling this for 6,000 gold, a +1 longbow.
It transforms.
To look at it with a slight eye twitch. Never mind. Do you have this in a normal 1,000 gold format? That's my limit.
If it shot different fucking elemental arrows, would you take it?
Hell yeah, but it doesn't.
Yes, you stingy little bastard. We have this +1 longbow for 600 gold pieces.
Dick, can't call me stingy. I'm poor. There's a difference. But 600 for a longbow. I'd like to just kind of check if that's a valid price for a +1 longbow.
With who?
Like, I'd like to insight that.
Oh.
You want to insight it?
Yeah, just see if that's it.
Sure.
20.
I mean, you can tell he's slightly overpricing you, but not by much.
Listen, I've told you I'm not the most
Well,
liquid at the moment. 550 and it's a deal.
Persuasion check.
Oh no.
Guidance.
Well, I rolled like 4 bad rolls. Can this one be an above 10 roll, please? Yay, it can.
Guidance.
I don't see why not.
Alright. We have a deal then. And if I come back at some point. Oh, I was told I've got some sort of a discount, or some sort of a teens discount or something. Would that come into play here?
Under whose directive?
Marius.
$5.25.
Correct. And I'll put 525 gold on the table. It is just to clarify, out of character, it is a +1 magical longbow, right?
Magical, I'm yeah, sure. +1.
That's, +1 means
Yeah.
magical.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I shall take off 525 gold. And I'm immediately poor again.
It's okay. I'm in this state all the time. So.
What do you mean?
Understandable.
You just hit the 1,000 mark?
Yeah, and I'm poor again. I've got 480. 484. Right. Well, I will take my new longbow. Look at my old one.
Yeah.
Well, old friend, we've been through a lot, but for now.
You see me carrying a crate with like bunch of torches, Russians. And...
No, turn around. Fuck, you got that. Right. You want me to pitch in for that?
Nah, it's fine. Just take your share. I don't want to carry it all the time.
How much did you pay for it?
Total of 22 gold.
There's 4 of us. I'm just gonna flick over 5 gold.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, no. I'm gonna flick over 6 gold.
Sure.
Math.
Hey, never said I was an intelligent one.
I mean, you get 5 Russians, a rope, and 5 torches. I
Okay.
get 5 for each. And then Sherry gets 5 torches and 5 Russians, and then Bear gets torches and Russians, and then I realize.
Don't need rations.
And then I realize, oh well, more for us then. I still counted you in because I still consider you a living being.
Ah! I'm trying to add it.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, time to wield the +1 longbow.
Do we
and
want
to retire the other one.
Do we want to get a bit more potions?
You'll notice that I'm just a bit distracted, basically just like stroking the longbow, looking it over.
Elendar. More potions?
What potions?
Healing potions. The one that save your life.
I've got 4. Don't worry. Have fun.
Nice. Sherry, you got yours?
Got my what?
So is that a thing I can shoot around here?
Healing potions.
Wait, what was I supposed to get something?
No, I'm asking if you need to buy some.
Probably, but I'm going to say no.
Sherry, do you have an apple or something at hand?
No.
Shame.
There's an apple next to your foot, though.
Sherry, here, catch.
Why me?
Uh-huh.
I hold up an apple in the air.
Yep, I'm gonna
Roll to hit.
pull out the bow.
I'm gonna be dead.
Just throw it up.
Oh my god, you actually might.
Oh my god. Yep. You hit
Well,
her
I'm
head.
rolling a nat 1, so
You hit my head?
wait, Sherry, how are you holding this apple?
Above my head, like high above my head.
Okay, so Elendar, you knock your bow. As you go to release, you're not quite familiar with the comfort of the grip or the string of this bow. It feels almost tighter than your last bow. You overestimate your drawback. As you fire, you slightly go off course. The arrow just dips and hits Sherry square in the shoulder that is holding the apple up.
Well,
How much damage? How much damage?
12.
Motherfucker. Why do you have to do so much?
Elendar.
I'm sorry. My apologies. That was not intentional. Oh god, this is a much stronger bow. Red, if you don't mind,
Seriously?
could you?
I hope it's not something that's gonna happen on a regular basis.
No.
You and me both.
I've gotten the hang of it. Look. And I'm gonna shoot at the arrow. I'm gonna shoot at the apple on the floor.
You heal 9, Sherry.
If you roll another 1.
That would be funny, wouldn't
I
it?
believe it hits. I would say it hits.
I don't know, man. The apple's AC is 27.
It's actually an
yes,
apple
but
mimic.
it's not a nat 1, so it misses the apple.
No,
It's
it
an
hits the
apple
apple. It hits the apple because of its armor. The arrow just bounces off and hits Sherry in the leg.
No,
No,
don't be
no,
this
no,
cruel
you
to
joke.
me.
No.
Don't be this
you
cruel.
you hit the apple true this time.
No, you said it wrong, Kai. It bounces off and hits her in the head.
Fuck.
You take critical damage and you're vulnerable.
Headshot.
Yay.
Yeah. So yeah. Are we ready to go?
I think so.
Oh, glad you guys are, because I'm fucking tired.
Good. As we
Is
are
it okay if
walking
we-
out, as we are walking out,
Yes.
we will probably need to end here.
As you're walking out, there's a strange shadow in the sky. Oh, it's the DM's head just falling down and...
Sounds like a night.
Yeah.